Every summer morning, the exact same thing happens. You wake up, you want cold brew, and you face a choice: pay $7 at a coffee shop or settle for a homemade alternative that just does not taste right. Buying it daily is incredibly expensive. Pouring hot brewed coffee over ice leaves you with a bitter, acidic mess. And making actual cold brew at home, it sounds complicated and feels like a chore until you have the exact right setup. In the next 5 minutes, I am revealing the top 5 cold brew coffee makers for summer mornings in 2026. We are mapping out the perfect system for your specific lifestyle so you can make flawless cold brew at home for pennies a cup. Every purchase link is in the description below. Use them to support this channel at no extra cost to you. Let us get into it. At number 5, the County Line Kitchen Cold Brew Mason Jar. When you decide to start making cold brew at home, the biggest hurdle is usually finding an option that avoids heavy complexity and high upfront costs. It is incredibly easy to overthink the process. Beginners often spend money on equipment packed with features they never use, and when the brewing routine feels like too much work, they abandon it completely. This 64-ounce thick glass jar removes every ounce of that friction. You drop in the heavy-duty metal filter, the wide mouth makes filling and rinsing completely effortless, and the entire unit is completely dishwasher safe. As this scorecard shows, it dominates in extreme ease of use and basic durability. It lacks advanced extraction tools or built-in pour spouts, but for budget-conscious beginners, it delivers the absolute highest return on investment through pure, unrefined functional simplicity. At number 4, the Primula Burke Deluxe Cold Brew Coffee Maker. Eventually, you want a dedicated system rather than a repurposed mason jar, but you want something that does not look like clinical lab equipment sitting on your counter. Many dedicated makers rely on bulky plastic or heavy industrial designs. Your summer mornings deserve a relaxed atmosphere, and having a hideous appliance front and center actively ruins the visual appeal of your kitchen. The Primula Burke solves this by prioritizing visual presentation: a beautiful tinted glass carafe, a comfort grip handle, and a removable fine mesh filter, all lifting cleanly out of the batch. Looking at its functional scorecard, this maker perfectly resolves the aesthetic trade-off. Because the seal is basic, you need to drink your batch relatively quickly, but it perfectly suits design-conscious users who value a beautiful countertop display. At number 3, the Ovalware Airtight Cold Brew Iced Coffee Maker. The underlying flaw with large batch cold brew is oxidation. If your container lacks a proper seal, the coffee rapidly oxidizes and goes stale after just 2 days in the fridge. Pouring stale cold brew down the drain means wasting time and money on spoiled batches. Add in the daily frustration of wide-mouth jars leaving messy, dripping rings on your counter, and the morning routine quickly breaks down. Ovalware engineered their systems specifically to halt bad oxidation. It features a patented airtight seal that locks out oxygen, an angled pour spout for a completely clean pour, and a 304 medical-grade stainless steel filter to block out all sediment. This scorecard highlights its absolute core advantage: flavor preservation. While the glass body does require delicate handling, this airtight system keeps coffee perfectly fresh for up to 2 full weeks, making it the highest return on investment for the slow drinker. Before I reveal the top 2, if you are planning a summer trip, check the description for exclusive travel deals. I linked offers for cheap flights, car rentals, tours, and even up to $600 in flight delay compensation. All links are right below. At number 2, the OXO Good Grips Cold Brew Coffee Maker. When you get serious about extraction, the primary problem with standard makers is a total lack of control over brewing variables, specifically uneven water distribution. Dumping water directly into a jar creates dry pockets in the grounds. Combined with completely uncontrolled draining, standard makers consistently yield unbalanced, bitter batches, with muddy sediment leaking into the final carafe. This chart perfectly illustrates the precise trade-off with the OXO system. To get maximum extraction control, you invest a higher brewing effort. The perforated Rainmaker top perfectly disperses water evenly over the grounds, and the Brew-Release switch systematically controls your exact draining timeline. As the chart shifts to our functional scorecard, the target user becomes clear. It demands the largest countertop footprint and the most cleanup effort, but it stands as the ultimate, precisely engineered tool for coffee nerds demanding total control over their extraction. And at number 1, the Takeya Deluxe Cold Brew Coffee Maker. The harsh reality of daily brewing is that premium systems fail on basic practicality. They leak when tipped, crack easily, or are shaped too awkwardly to fit inside a standard refrigerator door. Inferior models consistently let air in and flavor out. They let fine grounds slip through their meshes, and they warp or shatter after a single summer of heavy use, leaving you exactly where you started. Takeya bypasses these failures with incredibly pragmatic material choices. The BPA-Free Tritan plastic build refuses to shatter or stain. Combine that with a hermetic, airtight lid, and you can literally lay this pitcher completely flat on its side in your fridge without spilling a drop. Looking at this final scorecard, the Takeya establishes its ultimate dominance. By intentionally sacrificing the premium feel of heavy glass for shatterproof, leak-proof spatial utility, this maker proves itself as the undisputed everyday workhorse for the pragmatic drinker. This decision matrix reveals the ultimate insight. There is no single best maker overall. There is only the maker that solves your specific morning friction. Whether you require pure simplicity, countertop aesthetics, multi-week freshness, scientific precision, or bulletproof daily durability, your perfect match is right here. The financial return is clear. When you choose the proper tool, you stop paying $7 at the cafe every single day. You brew once, and you drink perfectly extracted, completely customized coffee all week long. Pick the one that fits your morning. All 5 cold brew coffee makers and those exclusive travel deals to save big on your next trip are linked right below in the description. Drop a comment below and tell me, which cold brew maker are you getting for summer 2026? Give this video a thumbs up if it helped, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.